Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening. Let me get this up on the screen in front of me. That worked really well for me last night. My voice is not as crackly right now. We'll see how long that holds up. Ba-bum-bum-bum. Let's see. Bum-bum-bum. And it's not showing up yet. Give it a second here. Rosie's here. She's up on my lap. Rosie, say hello. No, look that way. Say hello. Oh, Rosie's just gonna curl up here. Why is this not showing up? Well, I'll do it this way. There we go. Got it. Okay. And I am going to put, oops, oopsie. Check that. Yes, thank you. Gmail, you're telling me I'm live. I went and put crazy up over here. Crazy with a K. Well, I should probably keep it up over here. Oh, I'll get that later. I should probably have it here just in case. I'll have a regular link, one of my bazillion links open over here, just in case I need to go and pick up something. You never know what kind of excitement may start tonight. Yeah, you never know. You never know. So, what's going on? How was everybody's day? I'm freezing. It is a heat wave here. It is 8 degrees. We went down to negative frozen asshole temperature last night. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Bliss. Wonderful to see you. Hello to our lurkers. We have Rosie sitting on my lap helping keep me warm. You see my neck warmers laying down there, keeping my mid-back warm. And Brule and Meow Meow are on my feet, keeping them warm. I did not get anything done with the shit show today, so no crochet done there. Hi, sweetness. There's my sweetie. Look at that. Look at that little puddins. Look at that little puddins. Because I got everything started late today. You know, I woke up and it was so cold, I just tucked myself in and went back to sleep, just laying there. And you know what it's like when it's cold. You just curl in and keep going. Yep. And not like I had anywhere to go. So yeah, I just stayed snuggled in. And when it's that cold, you know, when I finally got up, I looked at my temperature gauge in here, and in my room here, it was 43 degrees. You know, and when it's that cold, it's real easy to sleep. And it was a good sleep. So, and got up and fed the flock, fed the clouder, did a couple chores, and then realized, oh crap, I had promised to do a instructional, so I kicked that out. And I was going to do it live, and then I decided I'll just do a recording on that, and actually did that in one take. So not the best, but it was one take. But before I did it, I had to make I-cord. That's what this is. I did that from I went down and got a cone of yarn, and this is another mega cone that I had bought and used when my kids were young. So I've had this forever. It used to be a massive cone, and you can see how thin that is. That's Queen Charlotte on Netflix. That's the series Queen Charlotte. It's a Bridgerton spinoff. But anyway, since I haven't done a review on the automatic I-cord maker, I had to use my Prim I-cord maker. Didn't want to open that and use it until I had done a proper review on it yet. So I had to use that to make this I-cord. So that took a while. And then this is the last thing I did when I did that recording today. When I did that instructional today. So, and yeah, I guess I should tear that out so it doesn't get any memory on it. So I'll use this for the next one. Hey, Selfie, nice to see you here. I don't know what scene. I can imagine, but yeah, that's Queen Charlotte, the Bridgerton. It's a Bridgerton spinoff. It was in. I think that was done in between season 1 and 2 of Bridgerton. No Bridgerton fans here. Hey, Terry. Terry, did you want to come up? Everybody's been asking. You saw it in the comments. Several people were asking for you to come up. Let me put the link out. And if not Terry, someone else is definitely welcome to come up. But Terry, several were asking. I think they like you better than they like me. Oh, and something I should say. Well, yeah, for anybody that does come live up here, you should email me or catch me on Insta, so we can chat about that. If you're going to be live up here for any length of time, or on a semi-regular basis. And Terry knows about this, but yeah, if you come up here and do live with me, and you're going to be up here for quite a while, and if you're going to do it with me on a regular basis, you can live stream simultaneously on your channel. And that's if you're going to do it with me regularly and be up here for more than just a couple minutes. The only thing that can be difficult about that is you would have to tend to your chat on your channel, because it does not merge the chats. So, okay, Terry, fair enough. Be that way. Oh, I like that. Yes, cajole her to come on up. Let the cajoling begin. Oh, I'm sorry, Cindy. What is ailing you today? And I didn't mean that like you always have something ailing you. I mean, what's causing your pain? Boy, that came out wrong. I hope you don't take it the wrong way. You know, Stanley Cup made a really nice comment on my post, on the community tab post, about this live possibly going off on Terry's. I'm going to paraphrase it, but how nice it was that everybody's coming together and getting along. And I just thought that was a really nice comment. You know, everybody is getting along. And why is that? It's because the goblins. We've exercised the goblin. That's the big common denominator. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, do those YouTubey things if you would, please. It is. You know, and yeah, there's some strife with some other creators right now, but the biggest thing is the common denominator with everybody though is the goblin. You know, so Terry, thank you for blowing it out our asshole. You know, that was that opened it up, that opened the doors of hell. And yeah, you know, there may be some other ouchies out there, but she was the common denominator. And it just took one in the group to finally say I'm fed up, and the floodgates of hell have opened. Noah's Ark ran through, and yeah, you know, so thank you. No, she was always the problem. Always. You know, she created the drama everywhere she went. Everywhere. Still hoping someone else goes through with their promise to go live tonight. I've seen Stanley around. I'm still getting to know Stanley. She's been wonderful in here. You know, looking forward to getting to know Stanley better. I know, Terry. I gotta start putting comments up on the screen. I'm not really good about that. I gotta work on that. So forgive me for my lacking in that department. Being able to finally speak my mind on how I feel about her has been wonderful. No more hiding. No more having to twiddle my thumbs all the time. Mm. Oh, you did a really nice public service announcement live today, Bliss. That was a good one. That was really good. I did want to say something about the new short that Wackadoo put up. And even though it's not about even though it's about a no longer favored child, I do want to play it and say something about it. So let me go ahead and get that up on the screen. Let me get that up here. Oh, hold on. Let me get this comment off. Get this up here. Oh, you know what? Let me minimize me. That'll make that bigger.
What it do, the twos? Hi. If you're wondering why my hair looks like a fucking helmet, it's because today, oh, hi, I'm Coley, by the way. Anyway, it's because today we're picking on someone new. Her name is B, the letter B, to you. Go check out her channel. It's a snooze fest, but I'm just letting you know so you know who I'm talking about. Anyway, she got this helmet haircut. And when I put on my little fuzzies today, I was like, wait, I think I got B's haircut. I mean, only with the little cozies on because you can't see the rest of the layers in my hair. But like, look, B, I'm you. Yes, it's your turn, bitch. It's your turn. Coming for that throat, motherfucker. You talk shit about me and my friend long enough. Got you, bitch. I know it wasn't recent, but you did it for a long time. Let me fix this. You did it for a long time because I don't want to look like you. You did it for a long time. So I'm repaying the favor, bitch. You're next. Checkmate.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to go for that one because she's going back, bringing up old shit, going back, you know, like seriously, that stuff is so old. And yeah, she's days late and dollars short, but she picks at people like she's never had problems. I mean, how many times has she gone on looking like a strung out bitch? And you know, I even hate calling women bitch unless, you know, it's like sometimes you do the, yo, bitch. But you know, she went after me once, calling me gray teeth or whatever. I know I got bad teeth. Mine's medication related, not drug related or anything else. But remember when she went on there with, a couple teeth because of, her issues? Yeah, really? She's had bad hair. You know, we know what her eyebrows are like most of the time. But as a woman to attack another woman like that just really pissed me off. And I will say, for the record, with B, with the haircut she's talking about, um she got her hair butchered at a salon. It wasn't an intentional thing. She got a haircut that was butchered by the salon. That wasn't an intentional thing to have, what happened to B's hair. And that's just kind of fucked up. So, you know, that just tweaked me, the way she did that. And yeah, that just kind of really tweaked me. So I just had to say that. So, yeah, Coley has something happen. Yeah, I'll be going after Coley for when stupid shit happens to her. Oh yeah, like, shoplifting at Walmart. That's not even a personal thing, as a personal appearance thing, but yeah. Let me start digging into your local records. Somewhere in my notes, somewhere here, I'm pretty sure I have it written down somewhere where you live, Coley. I'll look it up, and we'll all start talking about if you have any local records. I'll find it. Yeah, we've seen her live, and she looks so stupid. The old Charlie Brown comics where you see that, rah, 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 that's what she looked like. Hey Betty, how you feeling today, dear? She doesn't look any different. She must have a damn filter on her mirrors then. Oh, you guys haven't seen me pissed off. You've seen me amused and humored. Y'all don't want to see me pissed off. Betty, you're never late. You popped in at just the right moment. How about that? I agree, Bliss. No matter how ridiculous I have thought she's looked at certain times, or how clownish I have thought she's looked at certain times, I would not go in and start talking that shit in her lives. I'm saying it right now, but indirectly, in a way, you know. But I mean, I wouldn't do that during her lives and stuff like that, because it's not about cutting down and trying to tear somebody up. I'm not saying it the way I mean it right now, but I'd like to think you all know what I mean. I'm not about trying to hurt somebody or make them feel bad about how they appear generally. You know, if I'm trying to clown somebody, you know, and they're doing something in that moment, you know, some things might come up, but generally, I'm not going to try to tear somebody down for something, especially if it's something that they can't help. Well, it wouldn't take much to battle Coley and win. You could be blind and have one arm and one leg bound behind you and still beat her, so to speak. You could be half asleep and still beat her. Her energy level is she has such negative energy, it doesn't take much. Oh, she's something, all right. She's a big nothing. That's the type of something she is. Oh, Coley just put up another short titled, I Did Something Again. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Do we have any Bridgerton fans here? I know there's no Queen Charlotte fans in the house. Hey, your feral friend. Whatever it is, Terry did it. Thanks, Terry. Hey, Envy Me. And I mean that good, bad, or indifferent. Hiding earbuds. You know, it was back in 7th grade. I was on in-school suspension. And I had wired an earbud up my shirt. And I had long hair so I could hide it. And went to lunch. I disconnected the earbud, but I forgot to turn off the radio. And it was on real low, though. And yeah, I was delayed coming back from lunch. And they heard it. And they confiscated my radio for the rest of the week. I got in more trouble for that. Hi, Nina. No, they laughed about it for ingenuity. Nobody else had done that. I don't know why. Oh, I just saw what you meant. What you meant when you said just a lashes video, Amanda. Boring. I'm freezing, Nina. I put an eyeball background here, a pseudo eyeball background here. Thought it was kind of like evil eye-ish looking because um I never had an issue with curls. Chicago was a tolerance because that was B's bestie. And I never had a problem with B until I got ghosted. And that was all over the I found out why the night I got ambushed. So that's when all that started. I was suspecting something was up, when I was getting ghosted, but I was dealing with some other things and didn't really put a whole lot into it because I knew she had some other things going on, so I was wondering, but not too hard because I knew some of the other things she had going on. And then when I got ambushed, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's out in the open. So it's all out there in the open, so your question, that just, I just answered it to tidy it up a little bit. No, and you're welcome. But like I said, that just tidied it up a little bit, tightened the narrative. Making sure I didn't miss anything here. Fuck no. Come on, Coley, give us something exciting to talk about. No, that was fine to ask. People were curious. There was an entire upheaval, and everybody knew that we were close. So people were just wondering, and it's better to answer it than let people ponder and you know make up a big dramatic history and make it bigger than it was. It's really not that big of a deal what happened. I keep hearing that she bought subs, but where's she buying subs? She don't have money. Well, there's nothing to lie about. It is what it is. God damn it. I just said that again. Yeah, I agree with you, Bliss. I haven't heard from her since a post on my video. I think it was from that live. I think it was the day after that live. That's the last time I heard from her, which is um more than I heard. Yeah, that was the last time I heard from her. Oh, okay, okay. Well, that shows how much I pay attention to her. Um, I'd say more surprised. More surprised. I mean, I had just recently started to get to know Curls a little bit. She came up on my panel like a couple days before that, and that was the first time I really talked to Curls. So it was just that was just something that was starting to bud a little bit, so surprised by that, you know. A little bit more shocked by B, but if I think about it, I knew her friendship with Tara, so if I really put some thought into it, you know, I know her friendship with Tara, so it you know she's been friends with Tara longer than she's been friends with me, so you know I can't expect her to divide her loyalties. That would be unreasonable for me to expect her to divide her loyalties. So that wouldn't have been fair for me to expect that. Hey, Jello. I mean, would that have been fair for me to expect a loyalty to be divided for somebody that that she's been friends with for a lot longer? You know, you know. She had set up on the live that what I did violated her what was the term? Moral values, I think was the term. Something I did over 2 years ago with, being a big old bad meanie. So, okay. No, you're fine. You're fine. I don't know. We're waiting to see, Amanda. We're waiting to see. No, you're ending it, Terry. That started first. that all started first, and then I jumped on dancing the jig. That one of the core group was finally breaking away from the goblin. So it started with you, and then my celebratory admission. And you opened the gates, I tore the gates down. Hi, Teresa. You are right on time, Teresa. Perfect timing. No, the full head came when they realized, when they actually read your big live and saw my admission. Because they both said, well, no, it was Curl said that she saw that big long thread and went in there and read it after she had already been on my panel like the day before. Because she had said she went in there and saw that there was all those responses, and she went in there and then she saw what I said, and that's when she was like, oh, I wasn't okay with that. So I'm going to switch over to my avatar if y'all don't mind. And since it doesn't look like, let me switch back here. See, it's going on 10. Since it doesn't look like we're getting that, I'm going to switch to our nice and cozy fireplace because that's warm. I like the fireplace. I think it's warmer. Does anybody else mind that? No, you're fine. Yeah, you're right. It was all about Tara then. But I think the others really popped into it when they ambushed me, and I think that pissed off a lot of other people. And then it just rolled. It just pretty much blew up from there. That's the way it looked for me. It just blew up from there. Look at us. We got a nice full house. Let me do it. Quick double look around to make sure that there's nothing going on out there while we're in here chit-chatting away. No surprise live started. Well, people think we're distracted. Never know. People are sneaky out there in them streets. Yeah, but you guys all have your notifications on that have them. I'm not seeing anything. Guess things are good to go. It's so quiet. Oh yeah. I'd say you got it over 100 times. You did a short and a sweet. F you, Coley. Oh, I found a pattern that we could use to get that FU point across too. I think y'all will like it. Oh, you were clear. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Oh, Terry, am I correct in my line of thought that you may be going live tomorrow night? Okay. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first. You heard it here first, folks. Terry Lynn is planning on going live tomorrow night. You know, she usually covers this time slot. So tomorrow night, we'll all be congregating at Terry Lynn's. So, you know, that'll be a banger. Oh, I didn't see a post saying that she canceled her live. I saw a post saying that she was uh what did that post say? That she wasn't going to talk about the friend thing, but she changed it where she was just going to do an old school type of talk. And then today the whole live itself was completely gone. Everything. Yeah, she had changed the title on it. Oh, did you notice? Remember yesterday? We had questioned about whether or not Coley had faked her Cash App receipt, where she said she sent Tara some money. Tara actually acknowledged that she got money from Coley, but said, "Well, I didn't think I lied." And I'm paraphrasing, but I didn't think I lied when I said you Snapchatted me money. Yes, Teresa. She was doing a live tonight and said it was going to be an old school live chat. You know, it sounded like it was like just shoot the shit, old school style live talk. You know, with panel and stuff. Whereas before it was, you know, talking about friends and what friends are, yada yada yada. You know, so she canceled the friends talk just to do an old school panel up chit chat. And then as of this morning, any type of live was completely canceled. Bingo. That's exactly it. Oh, there's always a chance that I misread it too, unless somebody here, but it doesn't matter. She canceled. If she rescheduled, I just would have rescheduled so that we could discuss it. She couldn't handle that. So, yep. So Coley did tell the truth. And then Tara verified it. After all that time, Tara saying, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Then she finally acknowledged. She finally had to fess up and admit when Coley showed the proof, showed the receipt, Coley put up a receipt. Tara had to admit it, but still say, I didn't lie. You sent it on a Snapchat. She couldn't just say, I was wrong. You showed a receipt. I was wrong. Nope. She can't just admit, I was wrong. I didn't remember. I was wrong. Nope. Can't just admit it. Such a loser. Oh, I thought of something else last night or this morning, whenever I thought of it. It was after we were all done. She's talking all this shit. She's done with Pookie. She's leaving. She's moving on, to greener pastures. She's not leaving till next month. And then, she couldn't go live last night because her family's coming over after roller skating or whatever activity. Her family's coming, her fam, whatever she called them. Do you think they know that she's leaving Pookie and that she shit talked them yesterday in that little live she did? Do you think her fam knows that she's leaving Pookie and that she's only staying there right now because she needs a place to stay? Do you think they know that she's leaving him for greener pastures and that she's just using them right now for a place to stay? Do you think they know that she is just using them for a place to stay right now until she can get out? Do you think she knows? Hey, Miss Tabitha. Whatever the app was, Terry. It could have been Moneyline for all it matters. That's a great comment, Nina. That's a good one, Bliss. Quick, let's find someone to go up to the Eagle and find a way to get a message to Mama. Get a message to Mama. Let her know her baby's being used for housing right now. For housing and an address. Maybe she gets to go stay with her new best buddy, her new defender. Yeah, and you know who I'm talking about. You're watching right now. Disrespect me in my own fucking live. Go get fucked. She's not allowed to get mail at that house. How long? She don't need a month for a deadline. That's exactly who I was referring to, Teresa. She says everything's supposed to happen in February. Oh, well, you know what? That's tomorrow. No, Amanda, do tell. Oh, you know what? I seem to remember that comment. I just don't remember the context around it. Probably because I thought the comment was so insignificant that I didn't give two shits about it. Is that about the husband's threat, Miss Tabitha? That's probably what I was doing. The insignificance of it. No, that was Coley's husband. I do remember that. Oh, it was the night of the ambush, Teresa. It was the night of the ambush. She kept they were talking about saying that I sniped her second live and that I was lying. And I was not lying. I did not snipe her second live like Tara tried to tell everybody in her live. And Chicago kept mouthing off and doing that. And regardless of how I feel about her, I never would have disrespected her like that in her own live. That was fucked up. Who demanded the link? What are you talking about, Terry? Yeah, yeah, that live, Teresa. Yeah, and then the next day she posted in the comments that she realized that she was talking about the wrong live and goes, "My bad." Yeah, I didn't react too well to that comment either. 15 what, Nina? I don't recall that. I may not have been in the panel, or not on the panel. I may not have been in the chat that night. I didn't always go to Pop's lives. I agree with that assessment, Miss Tabitha. How do you know Tara's lying? She says something. She gets kicked out of everywhere she goes. Like, we're not going to put two and two together. Even her friends know it. She ruins every opportunity she's ever had. She ruins every opportunity she's had. Every one. Tell me one opportunity she hasn't fucked up. Tell me one opportunity that she has not fucked up. She can with some of her subs, but not the smart ones. She can with some of her subs, but not the ones that are her socks. Let's put that in perspective. Yeah, that's right. You know she's lying when her mouth is moving. True that. Well, it's because she thinks she's beyond reproach. She's always right. She's never wrong. Everybody else is the problem. Really? She can never own up to her mistakes. How do you gather that, Terry? I about died when Glitter said that. And she showed a video too. She showed the video of that incident. I sat there and I'm dying when I watched that. Oh my God, Terry, I have to admit, I wondered the same thing. I wondered the same thing, and I sure hope not. I sure as fuck hope not. Because you know, I know who lives in that area from the way they talked. I don't want to say her name. I sure as fuck hope not. because even though that person is not talking to me anymore, she's still really nice. She's still a really nice person. And I don't want to see her get taken advantage of. And that's exactly what will happen. Amanda, did your hubby mind hearing her yesterday? Ah. She has problems with everybody. I don't even know if it's on purpose. I don't even she is so delulu. I hope not. Yeah, we know who's fugly. I got a lot of comments on the voice changer from yesterday. It was great. Everybody was pleased with it. Wow. It looks like quite a few people were thinking the same thing, Terry. Every state's probably different, but I think 30 days in a lot of places is the norm. It's a hell of a way to live. You do have to get a court order for removal, and not all states move at the same pace. That's what's bad. And in some states, they still have the COVID restrictions up, believe it or not, and that can delay things even further. So whoever is allowing her to come in, I just hope that they've done their due diligence and know what the rules are, just in case they have to go that route. Pretend Fashionista is in the house. Whoop, whoop. Oh, right now we're just having some idle chatter about this and that. So just jump in. I don't know, from some of the comments, I'm not so positive, Terry. Ugh, heebie-jeebies, heebie-jeebies. Pretend Fashionista, right now we're talking about everybody's speculating on where Tara is moving to, where the goblin is moving to. Oh, have a really good night, Bliss. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Have fun. So, pretend fashionista, where are you speculating that the goblin is moving off to? The two top spots are Wisconsin and West Virginia. And we're not naming names, we're naming locations. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember she had an invite in Alabama. I don't remember the name of the person, but I do remember seeing she's been invited to Alabama before. But you know what? I think that's too close to her kids, and that would put her in a position to possibly have some responsibility. So I'm going to lean away from that. No, her ego's too big for a shelter. Her ego's too big for a shelter. You know, she's given all that talk. She'll have 2 bedrooms or 2 rooms, a car, unlimited funds now. Oh, tagging's not necessary to be a part of the chat. Come on. Remember, she's going to be in a position where she'll have unlimited funds and can sue at least 50 of us. Oh, I said that with extreme sarcasm. You know, I got to tell you, I'm a little disappointed. I thought there, you know, today started off with the possibility of us having a doubleheader tonight. You know, there was a possibility of there being 2 different lives for us to address tonight. And we didn't get one. It's such a letdown. You know, they both of them let us down. Shame, shame, shame. Where's my damn bell? Shame, shame, shame. They both need to walk naked down the street while I go shame, shame, shame. Yeah, but I don't think she had a car and 2 rooms when she was in West Virginia. Yeah, what Teresa said. Yeah, you tell him, Teresa. Well, she probably figures she can get him out of the way real soon. You know, get him to up and leave like she did the aunt's boyfriend where she's at now. Maybe they'll do something for you tomorrow, Terry. Maybe we'll be able to really whoop it up for you tomorrow. Crazy. Y'all trying to ruin our chi. Think we wouldn't be able to have any fun without you, but look at us. We're still having a good old time. I will have y'all know I'm still working on my shit monologue. I have another prop I'm working on besides the shit. I have to make another shit, but I have another prop for it. Of course she is. She has so much disdain for herself, she has to dilute it by having another partner for herself. And that won't work out either. If she can't stand herself, she'll never be able to work with somebody else. Betty, did you fall asleep? I'm surprised Chris hasn't popped in. Well, anytime you invite somebody into your home to stay, it causes tension. So, I mean, even if she moved in with sisters, it's gonna cause tension. And then she's just bad, period. She's just bad juju. You invite a dark cloud into your safe space, you're just asking for trouble. Oh, wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? That would be absolutely crazy. That would be insanity. That would have everybody watching. Sorry, thought I took that off the screen. I don't know who Bunny is. I don't think I do. Do I? See, you could tell how little I got involved behind the scenes conversations. She can't even get that guaranteed in the Nut Hut. No, but she did say, and I think on her community tab, that she already put up her February PayPal Coke grift. I sure hope nobody put anything in it. I haven't checked it. You know, she just put that new nail table together. You know, whoever bought that for her, is she going to take it apart and take it with her? Or is she just taking what you can carry in a bag, in her trash bag, her hobo trash bag? Ooh, idea for the next thumbnail on her. Hobo. I thought there was no relationship there, Terry. Well, I shouldn't have said that, Amanda. She may have found a bandana on the street. Get her gang colors on the bandanas, wrapped her shit in that. Oh, maybe Daddy Dearest is going to put up with her for a while. That won't last long either. Yeah, and her newest champion has done several videos driving that way, checking things out. So, coincidence? Who knows? Who knows? I'd be cautious about what I put in that Jag, though. Gonna get some roaches in there. I was in Jersey, on the Jersey Shore, on the boardwalk, when those fools came walking down the boardwalk and they pushed everybody to the side. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not moving. For the record, Amanda, I did mean Wisconsin. I don't know if she's been talking about, I'm not saying she's been talking about Wisconsin. I'm saying her great champion as of late has been making some trips to Wisconsin and has posted her driving in the Wisconsin area. And I'm just saying, if she's going to be getting a ride from her great defender, that'll suck to get roaches in the Jag. Oh, she did say she was going to Wisconsin. See, I don't remember that. You got a link for where she said that? Or a clip? If you do, send it to Terry. We can go over that on her live tomorrow. Picking up what I'm laying down, Terry? So that might explain some of those Wisconsin trips in those other lives. Interesting. Yet there was all that smack talk. Ha! Yeah, okay. Makes wonderful sense. Makes perfect sense. Hey, Summer, welcome. Glad you made it. Now the party can really start. We're all here. I agree, Jello. But I just hate to see somebody else get hurt, because that's what's going to happen. She's going to use and abuse somebody else. You know, yeah, people are enable her, but that doesn't mean that they're a bad person. They're just people with good hearts that haven't seen the light yet. Bunny is the one in West Virginia, right? Ooh, that's a tough question. That's a tough question. Your feral friend is brutal tonight. No, feral, it's fine. It's a perfectly reasonable question. And the chat slows down and the number of lurkers jumped up. They're coming out of the woodwork. And I completely understand that. Absolutely. And I would expect no less. When all that went down, I wasn't doing lives. And she was blocked everywhere. I wasn't in a position to have to block because she was blocked everywhere. And when she showed up here, I was completely surprised. I did not expect that. I mean, when she showed up in Terry's last live, I had made the comment to go ahead and email me. I'll talk to you. She never emailed me, and I never expected her to, because I have said some very, very, very harsh things about Chris, and that's in the past. I said it. And then I started going live, and many lives in, she showed up in the live, and I did not expect her to show up, but she did. And she was civil. And I was like, well, let's see where this goes. And she's been civil. And as long as she's civil and she's getting along with everybody, I don't have a problem with her being in the chat. So, I know that when my PTSD was at its worst, I utilized social media and YouTube chats to help me get through some dark spots. And maybe that's what she's doing, and she did it in the worst way possible, and I've done that too before. So maybe this is helping her in a way. And as long as she's able to manage how she's interacting, and as long as she's managing herself with everybody, it can work. Yeah, I can't control how she is everywhere else, but as long as in here she's working with everybody else, we can work. But I can't control what she does anywhere else, just like I can't control how everybody is elsewhere. So, when it comes to mental health issues, I do have a little bit of a soft spot there for some people that aren't goblins. So, I absolutely understand, and I have tremendous respect for everything that Terry tried to do with her. And yeah, and I can't reiterate enough that, when she first showed up in here, that was absolutely came out of left field. So, right. I understand that, Terry. And, the goal is to, nobody gets chased away, nobody gets sent off, and try to keep it workable and manageable. And if it gets to where it's going to be a problem for anybody, then we'll have to look at it and address it. So, if it's becoming a problem, we'll address it. But so far, it seems like it's a workable situation. So, for now. So, whew, tough question, tough question. Sweated that one out. Let's see. What have I got here? Got that. Get down. Leave me alone. Stop twitching your tail at me. Yeah, they over there they got an energy that feeds, but with what she said over here, I think there's going to be a huge energy shift over there if she does end up going up on that panel. Because with what she has said, I can't see Coley taking that. Because she said some pretty damning things here. You remember that night, right, Terry? That was the watching the paint dry night. She said some pretty heavy stuff. You know, because I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh my God, did she really just say that? You know, and I think it was just the three of us that were in here that were actually talking. And there was most definitely people listening in that were lurking. And I was like, holy shit, I can't believe she was just saying that. You know, because at that point, I think we were still pretty sure that they were besties. Yeah, that they were still besties. And I'm like, oh my God, did she really just say that? You know, and she was adamant with what she was saying. There's no takebacks on what she said. You know, and if Coley is in fact now binging my channel, there's no missing what was said. There is no missing and no misinterpreting what was said. It was clear as day. Teresa, no, I did make it clear to Chris that she will not be coming up on panel here. You know, when she gets up on panel, she does get a bit agitated. So we won't have that happening here. Oh, okay. You were here that night then, Teresa? I'm sorry if I don't remember. I'm sorry, Summer. A little bit of CRS going on. Oh, Summer. No, I was when I was talking about the what Chris was talking about just a few minutes ago. I was talking about some other things. Jello, if she's going to be talking drama about any of us, that's exactly what I'm going to do. If she's going to be talking any of her other crap, just normal crap, who cares? But if she's going to be talking drama about us, I'm on it. Any questions? We missed you, Envy Me. Welcome home. Summer, I get confused all the time. Don't worry about it. But that's because I'm old. She may have done that yesterday or the day before. There is still that option there if anybody wants to come up. Save my vocal cords. Yes, Summer, I addressed that earlier because I thought that was shitty. First of all, going back that far in time because Coley's an idiot and calling out a bad haircut. That's just a shitty thing to do. That wasn't a chosen haircut. That was the hairdresser fucked up. Oh, she's just trying to get everybody to talk and trying to do whatever she can just to get some attention. Yeah, that was ridiculous. But I will say, here's a funny. It was because of that haircut that prompted me to make some of my hats. I just couldn't send them off earlier because it was still 100 fucking degrees in Texas. I had to wait for the right time to send the hats, and then, well, hell blew up before I could send the hats. So, oh well. Yeah, you don't tear what as women, we shouldn't be tearing each other down for our appearances anyway. So that's just messed up. But yeah, but like I said, but as an aside on the instance with the haircut, that's what prompted my funny hats to help cover up the bad haircuts. But she does want the drama because she said it herself. She's a rage baiter. And she's a shitty rage baiter at that. That's not rage baiting. That's not even real rage baiting. Hi, Nina. Yeah, she's just shit talking. That's not even real rage baiting. That was messed up, Amanda. Oh, okay, gotcha, Terry. I was training a different direction when I read that. Well, I think it's fair to say the majority of the bingo club has been disbanded. And there was only a bingo club because she called it that. And now the hookers are her worst nightmare. Who'd have thunk it? And we're not the hookers. Just a subset of our lovely community here are hookers. That's so funny. Well, they only called it that because most of us are older. Most of us over there were older. That's why they called it that. Well, what's the purpose of having a paywall then? I see what you guys are saying, but what is the purpose of having members only in a paywall? Define the purpose of having members only in a paywall. You know, I've had several members only subscriptions sent to me, and from mega channels and small channels alike. And you know, I see what they discuss behind members. I have several members onlys that I pay for, and I see what's discussed. You know, define what you think should be behind a paywall. You know, there's one channel I follow that has almost a million subs, and they talk a lot about some of the massive drama on their channel behind their paywall. Well, yeah, I get that with the personal connections, but sometimes that involves drama. So, you know, what exactly is the answer? And I see that point too, Terry. So that's another perspective. So, you know, what is the answer? There is no one answer. You know, if everyone wasn't pissed off about it right now, it wouldn't be an issue. But everybody's pissed off right now, so it's an issue. Yeah, there's that. Well, I think that's kind of the point I'm making. You know, there's a lot of different points of view, and it's a bigger issue right now because people are pissed off and there's a hot seat involved. It's all fun and games until someone gets poked in the eye. You know, and I just learned I think it was yesterday or the day before that in one of Terry Lynn's lives like a year ago that be it was removing my comments and had blocked me. You know, and well, I remember being pissed at the time, but you know, and Terry could vouch for my response to it yesterday. It's like, yeah, that sucked, and I was pissed. But the reality is in that live, I was going to go off, and I could say now that that was actually good modding on her part because you know that was a live. It was about Tara, and I was going to go off. So as much as I didn't like it, that was actually good modding on her part. And I did say that, didn't I, Terry? And actually, I think it was Brooke that had mentioned that. I think it was Brooke that had mentioned that that happened. You know, had I known that that happened at the time, I probably would have been pissed off. And this is before B and I were friends. So yeah, I probably would have been pissed off at B at the time had I known. But I can look back now and yeah, that was good modding at the time. She knew I was going to go off on it. Yeah, thanks, Summer. But Terry must have stepped away for a minute. But yeah, so even back then, he even knew back then how I felt about Tara. There's never hid how I felt about Tara. Yeah, being a mod is not always an easy job, and they don't always do something that everybody likes or everybody approves of. I don't remember her saying it back then. Hey, I forgot to do my Dupixent shot on Thursday. Does everybody here know how to give themselves shots if they need to? Because I could do a live demonstration on how to do home injections. And you do it the same way pretty much if you have to give yourself a epinephrine shot. There's a lot of other home injections. People do these for other types of allergy shots. And I can't think of what other shots there are, but there's a lot of other types of home injections that people have to do that are, the single injections, single applicators. Things like this. So I've got to give it now. So if somebody would like to see how it's done, I can gladly put it up on the screen. And you can watch me inject myself if anybody's interested. Speak now or hold your peace until I do it again in 2 weeks. I have EpiPens also. Oh, I'm not saying Brooke shouldn't be upset. I am not implying that at all. What injections do you do, Brooke, besides EpiPen? This is Dupixent. Hey, Stanley Cup, you must have heard us talking about you earlier. You get to see my fat roll. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It hurts so much. Teresa, whatever you have done to be so loved in all these communities, I need notes because you are so loved. Nowhere near as much as Teresa, but she's been around longer than me, so I got some catching up to do. I take it you're very familiar with doing injections then, Amanda. Yeah, I got a whole bin full of the EpiPens, and I do the Dupixent now. Before the Dupixent, they had me on the what is it, Fasenra, but that didn't work so well for me, and then they switched it to Dupixent. That was Dupixent. That's for my asthma. I'm just me too. So what you see is what you get. Gotcha. Gotcha, Amanda. Well, mine's medication. So I've done my share of phlebotomy work. For real, for real, for real. There's always one vein that I would have loved to have put an IV into, but that's always been a no-go zone. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, mine is for my asthma. So yeah, the Dupixent, 3 different inhalers, a nebulizer, and then a shit ton of meds. Oh yeah, besides dental and stuff, I do need a new prescription on my glasses. One of my eyes has worsened, so I have new glasses coming. They said they're taking about 5 weeks to get the new glasses out, so we'll see how long it takes to get them. So yay, new glasses coming. Exactly. Exactly, Jello. Anybody here follow Gypsy Rose? It's like when Gypsy Rose thought she was being all tough and shared that her ex-husband takes MAT meds. She was being a tough bitch and told everybody in the world that her ex-husband takes MAT meds. Are you kidding me? She had no right doing that. And that's when she lost her show for the 3rd season. Yeah, I'm working on a video about her. Oh, that gross is an understatement. But I'm working on a video about her. Working on serious videos takes a lot more time than working on fun videos. Hey, meow, meow. Yeah, I've been following Gypsy Rose for a long time. So let's see what else. Get off me. Get off me. Who do you follow, Teresa? Amanda, you've told me some of the people you follow. Oh, KJ's so wishy-washy and back and forth. She's a supporter. She's not. She is. She's not. She is. She ain't. She was. She's not. Yeah, whatever. The only good thing KJ did with that case was when she put up the mug shots for April Johns. That was the best thing she ever did with that case. The world's leading expert got mug shots. Oh, what the fuck is his name? Did you ever follow oh man. Crap, I forget his name now. Oh man, I'm totally blanking on his name. It was the guy that used to do a lot. Oh, I love her now. Toddie's pretty cool. LB. Oh man. Oh, I can't believe I'm blanking on his name because I want to say something about him, so I'm forgetting his name. Yeah, he went away for now. Morbid, yeah. Did you ever watch Morbid? Yes. When Morbid first came out, I used to be up on his panel all the time. Yeah, I was one of the originals up on his panel all the time. And then I stopped going on his panel when he was outed as oh crap, I forget his other name. After I found out that he had oh, what was his old name? I'm blanking on his old name when he was a bigger jerk and had told somebody to go ahead and kill themselves. That really bothered me. But yeah, when it came out that, you know, under his old name that he had told somebody to that was having mental health crisis, he had told somebody to just kill themselves. And that really bothered me. And that's when I stopped going up on Morbid's panel. And then he pretty much crashed and burned anyway. Yeah. So yeah, I used to be up there with all the cast and crew. Never liked Nina. Nina's a damn racist. What are the other channels I follow? I listen to a lot of other channels, off and on. I follow the What the Hell's Case. I listen to a lot of cooking channels, gardening channels, of course, because I am a state certified master gardener. Did I mention cooking channels? Some of the other crochet channels, because you can never know enough about crochet. Some of the other crafting channels, knitting channels. The Gypsy Rose content is starting to wear me a little thin, so I do step away from that when I need a mental health break. What else? Trying to think, what else do I listen to? Listen to a little mishmash of just about everything. Oh, that's really cool, Amanda. Yeah, I watch Case Study every once in a while. Let's see. The Umbrella Guy, Shizzy Wiznut. Squid Pro Quo. Rakita Law. No, I don't watch all of these every day. I kind of rotate through and I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting today. Or I got time to listen to that while I'm putzing at this. And I'll listen. That doesn't mean that I participate in the chats and stuff. So, I love Renelle. Like I said, I love Renelle. Yeah. I don't listen to Nina. I mean, every once in a while I'll listen to a little bit of her, but I got real tired of the Spin the Block, and then she went all racist. White people are the devil. So yeah, Spin the Block. Our community here, I'm listening more intently to those, more mindfully of those in our community here, of course. That goes without saying. I'm not a follower of the Dotary Dozen. Yeah, well, for a while there, that's all she ever did was spin the block. And I can't stand her makeup. Have a good night, Terry. Thanks for being here. And we'll see you tomorrow. Put a link up. Put a link up so I could get it linked in my community page. The sooner the better. Please. Sweet dreams and happy thoughts. Yes, if everyone didn't hear me say it earlier, the live tomorrow night will be on Terry Lynn's page. She wants to give my vocal cords a break and start taking up some of the evening lives. She said my voice is crackling a lot. I need a break. Ha ha. Oh, and Teresa, I forgot to grab my butterfly pea flower tea. I didn't forget that I was supposed to. I just forgot to grab it out. It's in my tea bin downstairs. So I didn't forget that I have to make that. So anywho, wow, I can't believe our double header petered out twofold. Wow. I think they collaborated on that. What do you guys think? It was a double collab. That's so funny. Yes, that butterfly flower PT. Just wait till you see it. Just wait till you see it. Just wait till you see it. I'm so disappointed that I didn't get more shit made for today, for tonight. I feel like such a slacker. But hey, at least I did get a little video put out today. So I did get something done. I mean, I got iCord made so I can get a video made. Oh, isn't that a terrifying thought? That's something that nightmares are made of. That's something that nightmares are made of. So, but yeah, since I'm not doing a live tomorrow, I guess I could finally try to get the reviews done because I have to do the review on my hers ring, you know, that ring that you've seen on my finger. That's a poor man's version of the Aura ring. I need to get the review done on my automatic yarn winder and on the automatic iCord. And while I'm at it, oh, excuse me. And while I'm at it, I should do a review on the Prim and the Addi iCord maker. So I do have some. Things that I need to do reviews on. So, well, thank you for sharing that. Really appreciate that. But hey, you know, not all shits are created equal. So, you know, there is that. Yeah, there is that. But you know, I do have to get everything together because I still have to go over all the sweet potatoes. Amanda, your husband will like that one. Go over the sweet potatoes and making sweet potato slips on how to get that started. because I do have 5 different varieties of sweet potatoes in the house. So besides showing everybody how to make sweet potato slips, I also want to show y'all how to cook up and serve the 5 different varieties of sweet potatoes, multiple different ways. Because from discussions over the last month, I have learned that many of you didn't realize there are so many different varieties of sweet potatoes, and they're not all available in everybody's regular grocery stores. I had to drive 35 miles to a Whole Foods 35 miles away from me that had the 5 different varieties, because all the grocery stores in my area only have one variety, your normal, average, everyday orange sweet potatoes. Well, I take that back. The one grocery store near me did have some of the Japanese sweets along with the oranges, but nobody else has all the other varieties. And I know I'm boring everybody now, but sweet potatoes are very exciting, very exciting. They're good for you. They're great for your hair, skin, and nails because of all the vitamins and nutrients in them. And they're delicious. And when you have all the different varieties and the color in them, color, C-O-L-O-R, color, they look so pretty on a plate, especially if you make them all with the different colors and put them on a plate. They look so pretty. And you could take a simple side dish and it looks like you made something gourmet, just because you use some different colors, if you have the availability to get them. The simple little thing you could do to make it look like you made a gourmet meal. So that's my story on that. But I will tell you what, since the chat has quieted down, and of course the numbers watching is going up, but it is getting late. It's quieting down. It's Saturday. I'm going to call it a night, unless anybody has anything pressing to say. No? Anything pressing? No? Yes? No? Ooh, the number in here is bouncing. Somebody's just dying to say something, aren't they? Yes? No? Okay. I'm going to call it. Good night, Teresa. Everybody that's here, thank you. As always, it was a wonderful chat. Enjoyable evening. It is Saturday night. Go out and enjoy the rest of the evening. If you're inside and it's cold, find someone or something to curl up with. Stay warm. Find something to watch and chill out with. Blah. Find something to warm up and chill out with. Find a good movie, a good book, good video, whatever. Just stay warm. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And let me get this up here on the screen. And I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. It's a pleasure as always. Good night.